So my name is Alex Lumley. I'm one of the co-founders of Savvy DeFi. I'm an Arbitrum Delegate on behalf of the Savvy DAO. I came into Arbitrum during the STIP back fund because we participated in it, and we were upset with how the process ended up. And myself, with Dan Peng and North of Ramses, we created a proposal to back fund a bunch of protocols, and that was the first time I put a proposal through the DAO. And then since then, I have worked on worked on kind of 4 different proposals that have gone through the DAO and worked on a bunch of different teams. Yeah, and I work on the DAO just helping a lot of people kind of figure out like the context of the DAO and where things work. I'm not even sure that I had any like set goals or expectations. I just knew that I was going to come to GovHack because it's just like, even since the first GovHack, I just knew that like I had to be there, that like this is where everything was going to happen. This is where everything was going to get done. So it was almost like deciding I was going to be there, then figuring out the logistics, and then figuring out what my goals would be because I just had to be here. For me, I think it was actually helping with a couple of specific proposals that I'm working on. One is helping with the Arbitrum Ventures initiative and building more venture so that we can support builders on Arbitrum. The second thing was like, there's so much context that happens in the DAO that's really difficult to get in one-on-one conversations. And so having one room and being able to like map and understand the ecosystem and how all these different things are playing together, that's what GovHack allows me to do. And then thirdly is like to see all of, well, I guess my friends and also the delegates who help pass everything. So for me, it was those 3 things: is like 1, support the proposals that I'm working on, like Arbitrum Ventures initiative. 2 was to understand the context of the DAO and speak to everyone quickly. But thirdly, I guess, see my friends and the delegates. I was here last year and we kind of saw the process develop all along, but this has gotten even better, and I think the community has a better sense of what GovHack is now and how to best use it. It was one of those things where Klaus was like, "Yo, you're coming, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I haven't like booked my hotel. I don't know anything about it, but like, why would I not be there? Like, you have to come, right?" I mean, it's going to double in age. It's like crazy that Arbitrum is 15 months old. And honestly, it's wild to me that I've only been in the DAO for 9 months. And that the DAO has had a lot of kind of inflection points where new people have come into the DAO. I think that in the second year, I imagine the DAO growing up in many ways. I imagine there being redelegation and there's a change in how people are voting. I imagine that there will be venture to support builders on Arbitrum. I imagine there will be a budget and planning and spending. And I imagine that like we'll get more governance analysts, right? Like we'll become a more efficient organization because we're setting up all these systems and mechanisms, but also because I think we're starting to have a more shared understanding of what Arbitrum looks like and how it all works. And a big part of that is because of GovHack and how GovHack both helps onboarding new people, but additionally helps with a lot of the meta governance, the meta level stuff that's happening and getting people in the same room. So I would imagine that over the next year, Arbitrum's gonna start teething and double in age and become a young toddler.